thoughts on the running back situation with buyout now and having to plan to balance these guys?
It's the same as we've done all year with Vi. We got to keep them fresh, get them touches, and kind of roll them from there. You know what I mean? And like I said, hopefully we can keep them fresh. When they're fresh, we got two pretty special backs back there, and then from there, like I said, whenever they get a little gassed, we'll figure it out. But like I said, we're gonna let those guys roll, kind of like we did with Carr and Vi early on. And again, if we get the hot hand, you got to feed the hot hand, but at the same time, you got to keep those guys fresh and ready to go.
I know Coach Jenks was talking about it's nice to have three guys. Do you feel like it's necessary that another guy sort of steps into that rotation, kind of like what you had with Vi step?
Like I said, if those two are fresh and healthy, then I think you like to feed them. But to be honest with you, you're probably not going to be able to get through a full game with just two guys. So yeah, everyone else is going to have to step up and make plays when the number's called and know what to do and execute the offense. So, like I said, we're confident in all those guys, and whoever has to get in there, as long as they can just know their job and do their job, I think we'll be just fine because we got a lot of good players back here.
I know you weren't here, but last year USC had a huge rushing day against them. What do you see in this matchup?
It's hard to say anymore because what you see on tape isn't ever what you see on game day. It doesn't seem anymore. So we'll figure it out. But like I said, it'll be kind of the what everyone's trying to do right now is just put as many people in coverage as possible. I think we're running the ball pretty decently and pretty effectively right now. We just got a lot of guys that need to get touches, you know what I mean? And so we'll figure out a way to get touches and try to get the ball in those special guys' hands and let them play from there,
Does that mean getting creative with Michael Pittman a little bit, given the way that he's been defending?
If they're going to cover him with two guys all night, it's hard to get him the ball. But we try to get him touches and, like I said, let him be special when the ball's in his hand. The good thing is when they try to completely commit to him, we got other guys that can make him pay. I think that's why the big one, Domino, off the pipe, they were over aggressive getting over the top of the pit, and so that's, like I said, we got a lot of weapons and we'll try to use them accordingly.
You talked a lot about having a receiving core. There was 8 guys deep, all could contribute. Seems like that it still sort of boiled down to mainly those 3 guys. Is that something that's just how it's sort of played out, or is the hope that you will spread it around as much as possible?
I think part of it's just the way it's played out. We haven't had as many plays as we would probably plan on having offensively. I think last year in North Texas we were getting 100 plays. It felt like a game, and it's hard to go 100 plays in a game at that position. We've just had limited plays here, and so as long as those guys are fresh, you don't really want to take them off the field. Like I said, you got a really special group, and we feel like we got special guys behind them. But when you got guys as good as those guys, if they're fresh, we let them play, and that's kind of been the deal all year. Is we haven't got enough plays to really gas them out, especially the pace at which we've practiced most of the time. They're in pretty good shape, and so the more plays we get, the more obviously opportunities for everyone else. But it comes down to just getting our best players the ball, and that's what we try to do.
What do you think is the biggest reason you haven't had that number of plays you might have expected?
I think there's a lot of reasons. I think I think some of it is teams try to slow down the game, and if you look at that last drive Notre Dame had, they were milking the clock, and obviously in that situation you kind of understand that, but no one's in a hurry to run plays on the offensive side of the ball, and then it seems like the game plan on the other side of the ball is just to get as many people in coverage as possible, and so that does eliminate explosive at times, but it also makes longer drives offensively, so I think, again, last year we were averaging like 17 possessions a game, and this year it's like 10 or 11 possessions a game, and again, they try to limit explosives. So if we go on a long drive, it takes up clock, and then out here, no one's in a real hurry to run many plays on the other side of the ball too. And so a combination of that's going to kill the play count.
How much has the defense's dropping game kind of changed the role of the receivers and made them adjust?
We still try to get them the football. It's just, like I said, there's tighter windows, less opportunities, and so that's just, it is what it is. But, with those running backs, they're really doing a good job. And we just had to, the other night, that second half, they were rolling. And I think in the first half, we just, one play of a drive away, it seems like, from kind of rolling on that drive, too. And, I don't think the efficiency or anything like that was the issue. They, especially we were running the ball effectively really all the night. We just made a couple more plays that second half. But when you get rolling like that, the receivers still get opportunities. And we got enough guys across the board, like I said, at all positions that you can move the ball, I think, regardless of what they do to you.
Are you concerned at all?
When Graham's moving in the pocket, and are you guys coming back to the ball when there's sort of a semi-scramble situation? Are you happy with the receivers coming back to kind of find an open spot?
Yeah, I think they've done a good job, and there's a fine line between moving in the pocket and scrambling. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's a difficult line to figure out at a receiver. Like, is he just stepping up and kind of sliding and stay on my route, or is he completely breaking the pocket and do I need to kind of divert off my route and kind of get into my scramble rules? And so, the other day I thought we did a really good job moving when Keaton moved. I thought they did a heck of a job. We hit EK on a couple, and he did a good job finding grass. Tyler on one, he kind of steps up and it's a half scramble, but Tyler stays on his route because he's kind of in grass. We hit him on that. Almenraw towards the end of the game, again, Keaton kind of steps up, and Almenraw doesn't completely leave the route, but he just kind of finds a new piece of grass, and then Keaton hits him. And so, I think they're doing a pretty good job. And again, when everyone drops 8, at times the timing's just a tad off because the windows kind of happen at different times. And so, Keaton's moving in the pocket, and so at times I think there's a fine line between, is he scrambling and do we completely divert off our route, or is he just stepping up and do I need to stay in this zone? Because that's where he expects me to be. But the other night I thought Keaton was really efficient as a whole, but I thought the receivers did a good job when it wasn't perfectly on time, understanding either take off up the sideline like EK did that one time, get to the sideline and find grass, or kind of just stay in this window and Keaton's going to hit me.
Are you concerned at all with the way he's running and kind of the hits that he's giving indication when he drops his head?
Keaton?
Yeah.
I can really only think of 1 or 2 good hits they got on him the other night. So I really thought the protection was well. We did a good job protecting. He moved. There at the end is the main hit that I think he took from running. And it's football. You're gonna get hit. We can't not prevent a guy from ever getting hit. So really, I think he didn't take too many hits in it, considering you played a full football game. And off the top of my head, again, I can take 2 good hits, both of them in that last drive. And so. No, again, you don't ever want them to get hit, but it's still football, and I know sometimes they almost play flag football with those quarterbacks, especially in the NFL. But it doesn't matter what position you play, you're gonna have to take some shots, and that's just part of the game.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Graham.